I know this might sound crazy, but there's more classic WoW drama. There's a griefer mafia.
Watch the booty base summon video. Did someone put it in the reacts? You could put it. Oh, here we go. Don't take booty base summon. Is it this one? Okay, let's see. Beware, don't take booty base summons from strangers. I just saw a YouTube compilation of a griefer on Stitches EU summoning people on a hill next to Booty Bay. When you accept, you start falling and die. Okay, first, before I read any more, if you're doing this, you're griefing. Plain as day.
Yeah. You're definitely griefing. 100% you're doing it. Absolutely, it's not even a question.
Hey, Blizzard says they're banning people that are griefing.
Yep.
Plain as day. If you're doing this, you're gonna get banned. Having said that, the people that you kill are still gonna die, so don't accept the summon still. But
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's not like getting griefed is gonna get your character back.
They kill a numerous hardcore 60s in the clip.
Jesus.
It is not safe to take a summon to booty bait from a stranger. If you do, then at least pre-apply Noggin Fog or Slowfall. Stranger danger, guys. Don't trust random people on the internet.
Stranger danger.
I don't like promoting such content, especially when the griefer is a coward when they hide their in-game name, but for completeness for this video, here's the source.
Не расстраивайся, ГР и ПЧЛ помогут вам прокачать новую версию.
Think it's DMCA, so we'll just mute it. Oh my gosh. So they're summoning him on the edge of a cliff, and they...
And he just
censored.
slides
So
off and... Jesus, man. Oh, no. Bro. Oh, my God. Look at him. Fucking... And they're all low levels, too. Oh my fucking God. Do you think censoring will hide the metadata? I mean, it probably will. I mean, like, they're not really going to figure out any of this stuff. Fucking rats, yeah. You think Blizzard's really going to care about this? Why would anyone accept a random summon? Well, I think they were just probably selling summons, and the guy took a summon. He's like, oh, cool, I can take a summon over here? Well, not exactly.
Oh my gosh. So they're summoning him on the edge of a cliff,
Jesus.
and they...
Jesus, bro, like...
Censored. So this guy censors his name.
And look at the guy's name, by the way. Wait a second. They had a guinea pig. This guy's name's Report Pro, and you can see it's a level 1 warrior. So they used a level 1 warrior as a guinea pig to see, okay, if we do it right here, does it kill the character or not? Oh my God. Yeah, Omega Rats, man. Yeah, this has been tried and tested.
This guy's censored.
Wouldn't it be easy fix, make the player invulnerable to death a few seconds after being summoned? I don't know. I don't play WoW, so genuine question. I would say that a good solution to something like this would that be like having a grace timer for things. Like, for example, whenever you get summoned into somewhere, you have like a, like this is what PoE has, for example. Whenever you zone into a map, you have a shield that protects you from all damage and all effects until you actually move your character. That way, people with slower or bad computers don't end up taking a summon or having something happen, and then by the time they actually load in, something different happens. Like they zone into a map and they just get killed, right? So actually, I think that they should do that. And this is kind of like what the problem was that I've talked about with like hardcore WoW, is that World of Warcraft is not meant to be a hardcore game. It's not designed in that way. So you have all these interactions and all these problems that the game has because it was never designed to have this type of gameplay attached to it. It was designed for you to have to respawn. Like, one of the fundamentals of WoW was the fact that you could run back to your corpse and get your body back and not respawn back in town or not lose experience whenever you die. Like, this was a main selling point for World of Warcraft whenever it came out. Isn't that the challenge? It is the challenge, but what I'm saying is that, like, there are challenges and then there are also oversights. And I think that there are some oversights that don't really make the game that much better, right? They just kind of make it more lethal in a way that's just, oh, well, because you didn't know about this or you got tricked or something like this, you accidentally made a mistake that you didn't understand and you just die, right? It's not punishing the player for a mistake. It's punishing the player for a lack of, like, you know, very, very specific knowledge.
His name.
Is he gonna do it again?
Him for buffs, and there's.
Oh no, he's gonna lose his mongoose elixir. Oh man, that's an expensive elixir. Damn, he has the BRD helmet. Yeah, he's got Ren's eye patch. Look at that.
Censoring the names on the party so we can't tell who it is either.
Oh, bro, like, look at that gear, too. Like, this guy's ready to do Molten Core. Well, hopefully he's ready to do Elwyn Forest again. Jesus. You know what else is pretty sad? Is that both of the people they killed, the dumb people that they killed, were warriors. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. There it is. Wait! 2 people from the same guild! Oh, actually, I think the other guy was a hunter. Never mind. Oh no! He's like, bro, don't take this. No! Not you too, man! You know what the best part about this probably is? The fact that the people that are probably doing this, their mains are probably in this guild. And they're like, oh, really? So he's going to get the item from Rend Blackhand and not me? Well, we'll see about that. Yeah. We'll see how things go. Yeah, oh, there's a new raid spot that just opened up. And I just hit level 60. How convenient.
Oh, they're just getting level 60s killed.
Level 60s,
falling
dude.
to their death. Nothing they can do.
Jesus.
Oh my, that hurts to see.
Oh my. Oh, dude.
That hurts.
Oh, no, man. No, God, not another warrior. Oh, not another fucking warrior. Why does it always have to be the warriors, man? God damn it. Fuck. Oh, God.
Dude.
Do you think hardcore is an insight into the true nature of humanity? Do you really think that you needed something like this to be able to tell that people like pissing other people off? Like, this is obvious. Everybody knows this. It's not a secret. Everybody knows this.
Oh my. So this guy's gonna get banned, I'm sure, but all these characters that are dead aren't coming back.
57. Oh no.
Is someone like, how is this footage here? Like, is someone streaming this?
No, they probably just recorded it. Yeah, they just recorded themselves doing it. Maybe they streamed it, but they had like 2 viewers, so nobody even saw. But yeah. Dude, and this, wait, is this another level 60? It is.
Is someone like, how is this footage
oh my God.
here? Like, is someone streaming this?
Sliding down.
This is awful. I feel like if
Bro, I love how he tried. Didn't you see him trying? Look. Bro, wait, he holy novaed? Oh my God.
If you're Blizzard, you look into who the hell is streaming this and you take action immediately. Like, this is awful. He uploaded it himself? Wait, it's this guy doing it?
Huh. They got another one? Oh my God.
Oh, no. It's not this guy doing it. Okay, someone else. This guy's just covering it. Okay.
hunters and warriors. Jesus, that really says a lot, doesn't it? I just think, like, I don't think Blizzard should ban these people, but it doesn't matter because these people don't lose anything. Like, for example, you just make a Battle.net account and then you just buy 1 month of WoW time. Like, let me ask you something. Killing multiple level 60s in hardcore WoW, is that worth $15 to you? Because for me, it would be. Yeah, it would be. So, like, the only thing they need to really do is get a level 20, what do you call it? A level 20 character. Everything else, our warlocks being summoned at all, yeah. That's it, and then they buy the time with gold. Exactly, the content pay for itself. Can they not hardware ban people? Oh, I mean, sure, but they're probably not going to go that far, you know what I mean? Like, knowing Blizzard, there's probably, like, 15 layers of approval of doing that. So I love, oh, look at the fucking Booty Bay summon now available. Get your buffs, level faster, smoother. 19 hours, 15 is the magical number. Whisper me. 3 minutes left. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, dude. Well, yeah. I mean, if you can...
Yeah, this is Blizzard's fault for letting this happen. Because Blizzard is God, they have engineered the situation in which this can occur, and the way they should solve it is very simple. They should just add a effectively paladin bubble on every character whenever they zone into a new area until they're able to actually move their character for like 3 seconds. Just slow fall when ported? Yeah, or something like that. Like, there's no reason not to do that, and Path of Exile has this. It's a smart idea. Move to Scon where the lock is standing, not the portal. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, to make level 1 characters not be able to click a portal, problem solved. Why would that solve the problem? Then they just get a higher level and then they click the portal. That doesn't actually solve the problem at all. That just makes it harder to do. Wouldn't this protect bots that leave instances? Yeah. I guess it would, actually. Yeah, it would. But I'd rather have that and then have Blizzard ban the bots. What do you think, killing the bot whenever they enter the instance, whenever they leave the instance, you think that's really setting the bot back? Like, it sets the bot back, like, what, 3%? It doesn't matter. Just add invulnerability to honorless target buff? Maybe, yeah, something like that. I don't know. It already exists, too. If you're flying on a no-fly zone, you get dismounted and parachuted. Yeah. This just proves that the majority of the world is filled with either shitbags or morons. Yep. You're either up here or you're down there. You're either a shitbag or you're a moron. No, you're right. But the truth is that, like, Blizzard has engineered this instance to occur. These things are happening because of Blizzard's design.
Do something, players are gonna do it.
Yeah, if you...
The way you
level 52. Bro, they've killed so many people.
usually live my life is I usually give humans the benefit of the doubt. I mean, my wife...
I never do. I never do. I always assume that if people are trying to do something fucked up, they're doing it on purpose. They mean to do it. This is not an accident. This isn't some sort of, oh, oops, I did this. Oops. No, bitch. No, you did it on purpose. I never give people the benefit of the doubt, because if you do, then they will take advantage of you. That's what I think.
It's fun to me for this sometimes, and you guys can feel free to disagree here as well. But the way I view it is whoever is doing this had a terrible thing probably happen to them in their life, and they feel like they need to...
No, I actually disagree with Zaryu here. I think that these are probably 14-year-old kids or 30-year-old, 14-year-old kids. And, they're just, dude, this is the best day they've had in months. They're so happy. Like, they're going to be thinking about this in 10 years. Yeah, I don't agree that all the people that do this are just like these like sad, pathetic losers. Like, yes, they're losers, but they're not sad. They oftentimes enjoy doing it.
make it up against the world. Like, there's some type of hurt in their heart that at some point, childhood, like something happened to where this person is just in a shitty spot in their life. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, hurt people, man.
I think that it's actually as simple as that if you give somebody a tool, don't be surprised if they use it. And every tool can be used as a weapon. And if you give it to enough people and you have enough variance and the consequence is that high while the risk is that low, somebody is going to do it. So it's like you can't just expect people to be good because people aren't good. They're not. You might be good. All of your friends might be good. Maybe everybody around you might be good. But there's that one guy, and he's going to mess it up for everybody.
If you're doing this, man, I'm sending you some love because you probably need it.
Yep.
Sucks, man. Sucks.
Let's go ahead and look at this. There isn't always a tragic backstory justification. Some people are just like this. If anything, I see it more from people who have had a great life, who just don't give a crap, never developed empathy. Well, yeah, they just think that it's funny. Like, I don't this is what I've said before about, like, you know, like people watching like these like super edgy bad kick streams where it's like FouseyTube having his 13th mental breakdown, getting arrested for the 7th time this week, and, you know, now he's like getting beat up by the police, and like the kids are spamming W. Oh my God, hit him again, Mr. Officer. Do this one for me. You know, these are just crazy kids, and they're like 14. Like, and there's nothing really wrong with them. Like, they'll grow out of this, and they probably won't act this way whenever they're, like, 31. But they're 14 right now, and this is just what happens. And, no, oftentimes there's not, and this is the, I think this is the true mystery of evil, is that sometimes evil doesn't need a backstory. Sometimes evil doesn't need a impulse. Sometimes it just happens, and it's bad, and it's not fair, and somebody's just a fucking asshole. That's why, I mean, I'm gonna get into this, right? But, like, this is why I thought Dio was such a great character in JoJo. It's like, yeah, Dio's dad was an asshole. For sure he was a dick. But, like, afterwards, he was treated with just like a son, and he was just a bad dude. Like, why was he a bad dude? Because he is, man. He's a fucking asshole. Like, that's all there is to it. And I think that there's both complexity and simplicity in that. And I think that a lot of people don't like to acknowledge that, because it's like admitting a form of, like, almost powerlessness in the world, where it's like these terrible, shitty things happen, and there's, like, no real reason for them. They just happen. And I think I know why. It's because a few million years ago, we were gorillas. And I think that's the reason. People always like to forget about that. But yeah, that's what it really was. Maybe you were, but I wasn't. You're right. You were probably, like, I don't know, maybe an orangutan or a monkey. Okay? Maybe you were a baboon. How about that? Gorillas are chill, chimps are psychos. I've seen gorillas do all kinds of crazy shit. What I'm saying is that, like, a lot of the people that do this, like, yes, obviously they might be losers, but they're not unhappy. And whenever they become not losers in their life, they will not look back on this moment with shame. They will look back on it and be like, yeah, those were the days. Yeah, it's just not going to happen, man. And I think that, you know, again, that's the truth, is that a lot of people do stuff like this, and there isn't a grand reason. There's no grand design to it. They're just dicks. Unironically, I really do think griefers have some kind of mental disorder. I love helping people on hardcore. Imagine trying to intentionally kill someone. Level 60 blows my mind. And this is the thing, right? Is that these people are, like, mentally unable to comprehend that there are some people who like to fuck dogs. Because, like, their brain's programmed that way. Why is it programmed that way? I don't know. For real, though, right? They do. What I'm saying is that there is, like, such a... So you look at every single person. Like, I look different than this old guy. I look different than Zaryu. Everybody in the world, I look different than Bajira. Even though people say we look alike, he definitely looks much different than me, especially now because he's fucking ripped. But either way, every single person in the world looks different. And I don't think that that's skin deep. I think that's in people's brains, too. So it's like you can't comprehend a person that wants to help people. Well, I'm sure that there are people out there who can't comprehend a person, or sorry, wants to kill people. I'm sure there are people out there that can't comprehend a person who wants to help people. And that's really what the difference is. Talking about 20-year-old video game, chill. Yeah. Well, I think that, like, video games like this, they do... So the reason why games like this, and especially a lot of science fiction, is interesting, is because it allows you to have a thought experiment in a controlled environment that's safe. They're kind of like real life, like social experiments. So yes, obviously it's a video game and people are behaving differently, but I think in the same case, they are revealing as well. People are in game how they are IRL. I doubt that. I think it depends. To window into the nature of people, yes. So pathetic, hiding your username as they know they'll get banned instantly. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, let's say they get banned. Okay, they waste $15 in 15 hours. They just wasted like 1,000 hours collectively. Like, it's a huge W for them. Are they really the losers? Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee you the people doing this are probably losers. Yeah, 100%. Like, losers in terms of, like, society, right? They can be happy personally, but, like, if you look at, like, you know, like, you look at a checklist of, like, things that you're supposed to have for society, I'm pretty sure these people would have a lot of empty boxes. That's all I'm really trying to get at. A game isn't that important. It's not that important, you're right. But at the same time, if it wasn't that important, then they wouldn't get the joy out of doing it. If you waste a person's 100 hours in a game, 200 hours in a game, that's gonna matter. Yeah, they're wasting people's time. That's important. Yeah, exactly. It's just that simple. Maybe on a mission to get everyone off WoW because they hate Blizzard. Oh, they're on a mission to get everybody off WoW. Yeah, sure. Time is the most valuable resource. I agree. Absolutely. Exactly, they enjoy knowing they wasted somebody's time. Yeah, it's just that simple. Being flippant of other people and their time says something about you. Well, like, I just think that a lot of people that have, like, this mindset, they can't comprehend the idea of a person who just simply doesn't care about what their approval is. Like, these people know everybody hates them and they think it's funny. You're not going to shame them into doing something that you want because they think it's funny whenever you get mad. It's like you throw a pig in shit. It's not going to complain. Loads of people will be doing this. You kite mobs to low-level areas. Exactly. I used to think this shit was funny as fuck whenever I was younger, to be honest. I would have too. I'll be honest. I would have too. I would have thought this was the funniest fucking thing whenever I was a kid. Absolutely. And also, I would have never done it if I thought I could get banned. And that's why you need to have consequences. Because the moment that you apply actual consequences, people stop doing this. What made you change your views? I mean, I don't really have a change of my views. I just understand that, like, so there are a lot of things that you can do that, like, you know, it would be bad if everybody did this, you know? Or it's like, you can have a larger perspective of, like, okay, I think this is funny, but if everybody did this, the world couldn't function. Does that make sense? So, like, I think that's what you get whenever you're older, right? Is you have a better perspective on things, and it's like, yes, obviously, like, this is funny, but we can't have people do this. Disagree, people do it even with consequences. Look at League, you know how toxic you get banned or supported. People are still toxic as fuck. Of course they're still toxic, but I bet it's at a lower rate. That's all I'm saying. What consequences? They get banned, make a new account, and go again. Of course, there's gonna be lower consequences. Like, for example, no, I disagree. I've played online video games for a long time, and I remember the amount of people that would use like the N-word and stuff like that in like trade chat and /say used to be hyper common, especially especially in Kel'Thuzad. And it was very, very common. And then whenever they started punishing people and banning them for it, it stopped. It did. It fucking stopped. Now, it didn't stop completely, but a lot of people stopped doing it. Like, I would say it was like 10% of what it was. In the grand scheme of things, what you've acquired, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what you've acquired in game has no value IRL. So to make someone upset about this is trolling a low IQ. You fucked up and trusted the wrong person. Get over it and move on. Well, no, I don't really think so, because it's like, how are you to define what the other person, what matters to another person, right? That's very presumptuous for you, isn't it? For you to say that this doesn't matter. Okay, so if it doesn't matter to you, then how do you have the authority to tell other people what matters to them? Right? Because, like, you're clearly doing something that's malicious, right? And again, I don't even think the people, you keep in mind, the people that are doing this wouldn't even make that argument. They'd be like, yeah, no, we know it matters a lot to them. That's why we're doing it. That's what they would tell you. That's why they're doing it. Yeah, main character syndrome. Yeah, it's just like, it's so weird. People can never, like, it's always weird that the people who preach a lot of language and like conversations about like empathy oftentimes don't have empathy for people that they view are wrong-headed. Like, you know, because like in my mind, empathy is being able to see things and feel things through another person's perspective and being able to identify how they feel and how they reached how they feel. But I think that oftentimes people that have like this empathy, it's just fake, right? They don't actually have empathy. They just want, they are sensitive and they're maybe a quote good person, and they don't have empathy for anybody who's not a good person. So it's like, you don't really have empathy, you just relate to other people that are like you. Does that make sense? Yeah, they don't have empathy, they just want to impose their moral standard on other people? Yes. But yes, I can easily see the way these people, why these people do it. Of course. Of course. It's not even a question. And I think that also, like, by the way, that is a bad thing. The reason why I think it's a bad thing is that it's a mentality that leads to no conclusion. It leads to no value, no improvement, or nothing, because it is like intentionally divorced from reality. It's like, I'm not going to acknowledge that other people feel differently than me. I'm going to just think the way I want to think, and then if anybody is different than that, then I'm going to be mad at them. So I actively think that line of thinking is harmful. It's pure trolling. Yes, exactly. They're more interested in punishing than helping people. Yes, of course. People that preach empathy are the first ones to attack old people that have different mentality because at their time it was the right one. Oh, about like old racist people? Yeah, sure, right? And I think that the what was the quote that's like something like this? I'm going off on like such a massive tangent about this, about like the philosophy or the mentality of the people like this. But like the quote where it's like, there's no greater moral delight than to be able to attack and destroy somebody whenever you think that you have like the moral justification for it. It's like some fucking quote. I don't remember the exact the right wording for it, but something like this. Yes, it's very true. People are always looking for a witch to burn. They're always looking for a person that they can act like, again, monkeys. Again, we are monkeys. And if you forget that, oftentimes you need to watch a video like this to get a reminder. I agree with you, but I also had an idea. If you're afraid to lose time in game, then maybe you should wake up and understand that it was lost since you started the game. I don't really think that makes sense. Like, and I'm the kind of person that so like everything in a game, like if you accomplish something in a game, you want to be able to enjoy that accomplishment, right? Like, is it wrong to enjoy accomplishment that you have in a game or something you've done in a game? To want to progress in a game? I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I'm not talking about somebody like, yeah, Like, I'm not talking about somebody, like, having a mental breakdown over this. I'm just saying, like, yeah, somebody would be upset that it happened. It's like if you were playing a video game and then somebody walked up to you and knocked the controller out of your hand, you wouldn't like that. Like, I'm not sure why you're trying to, like, turn this into such an abstract idea whenever the common sense reality is right there in front of you. It's fucking annoying to have somebody go and waste your time in a game. He thinks he's smart. Yeah, it's so weird. People just like being contrarians. Yes. It's a nihilistic thought process. It is. Conditional empathy. You aren't worthy of my empathy because of X reason. Yeah. There's that. And so, yeah, I figured I'd watch this video and talk about it. I love talking about stuff like this. I love this stuff. I think it's the best. It's one of the best things that video games make because they have a pure, unfiltered, unrestricted, unfettered window into the dark soul of people. And I think it's fucking disgusting. And isn't it great? Isn't it fucking great to be able to watch this stuff? Yes. Zach, though, apes, not monkeys, because monkeys have tails? Oh, well, that's true, but also don't we have a special vestigial bone in the bottom of our hips that used to be a tail? Yes, we have a tailbone. It's called your coccyx or something like that, right? Interesting you bring that up.